We'll go ahead and start sitting up on your prop. If you have a prop, if you want a prop, any kind of, I have a thicker cushion back here. I'm going to sit on this meditation cushion because I think it's comfortable. And I'm going to cross here on my ankles for a moment. And let's just remember, breathing is such a simple way to make a little space physically and in our minds. So take a moment, maybe close your eyes, and just center on your breathing. Bring your attention to your breathing for a moment. And just see about beginning to lengthen each part of your breath. So maybe you can lengthen out your inhale. Maybe savor that inhale for a moment. Hold it just for a moment. And then exhale and let it go. Seeing if also your exhale can lengthen just a hair. So this isn't something you have to do immediately. It's something you can kind of do gradually, letting each inhale just maybe be half a second longer. You hold that breath for just a moment. And exhale, let it go. Good. And from here, let's just start moving your chin in a little bit. So you're going to let the weight of your head apply a little stretch to the back of the neck. Give that stretch a couple of breaths. Really focus on where you feel sensations. So now you'll lift your chin, let your chin go up towards the ceiling until you can kind of comfortably stretch the front of your throat. Good, and then exhale, return your chin to a really neutral place. So moving in slightly towards the center of your neck. And then take your chin towards one shoulder. As you reach your chin, maybe I'm going to my right shoulder, pull your left shoulder back ever so slightly. And feel a little stretch in your neck and across your clavicle. Inhale, move back through your center, and then exhale, move your chin over the opposite shoulder, and again, feel that opposite collarbone pull and move away. So creating a little more space. Good. A little inhale, return to your center. And then exhale, let one ear drop down towards the shoulder. And as you do, you'll feel the side of the neck, the opposite side stretch. You can kind of actively allow that shoulder to drop. Good. Inhale, your head comes up. Exhale, the ear melts down nice and slow towards your shoulder. Inhale, bring that right back up. Good. So now roll your shoulders just a few times. And again, take your awareness to the movement. How do your shoulders feel? Anything you're holding on to? Can you exhale out? Good. And then let's bring the right ear and the right shoulder up slowly together, letting the left side of your neck stretch. Inhale, release the right shoulder. Exhale, left shoulder and left ear pull together. Inhale, right back up. Let's take your hands here for a moment up and back behind your head. Interlace your fingers. And then let the head begin to move back slowly. Feel a stretch in your throat, a stretch in your armpits, and the weight of the head releasing. So it should feel supported. Maybe you've arched your back some. Good. Use an exhale. Bring your spine back up nice and long. So with the long spine, just take your opposite hand to your jaw. Begin to kind of rub, push in a little bit. Just feel the sides of the jaw, the muscles. Good. And then use an exhale. Let's switch hands. So one hand behind your head, opposite hand to the outside of the jawline. And just feel where the ear connects with the jaw. And all the way down that side. Sometimes when you push and you find pressure points, you might even feel that in your teeth a little. Good. So now let's go same hand, same side. Bring your hands to the outside of your jaw, just slightly in front of the ears, and work in until you feel some pressure point. And then I want you to lightly squeeze in until it gets to a place where maybe it's a little uncomfortable. And then exhale, let your head go and continue to apply pressure to the jaw through your index fingers. So you really control the pressure here. If it feels like you can handle a little bit more, squeeze deeply. And exhale, let the head come up, and now let the fingers slide a little bit closer to your chin. Find another pressure point. When you feel like you've got that activated, exhale, begin to let the head lower down as you squeeze, 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 pressing in with your fingers. Good. So sometimes that can feel intense. If it's too intense, back off. If you can handle that nervy sensation, stay with it. Just a moment longer. And then exhale up. Let's try that one more time. Slide the fingers down the jaw, a little closer to the chin. Push, push in as you let your head drop. And just notice that sensation. And now keeping your head down, you can just work your fingers down your jaw till they almost come to your chin. Good. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, take a big breath, let your head come up, rest your hands on your sides, and then exhale, round fully, head comes down, and separate your shoulder blades as you drop the head. Let's inhale, come right back up. Big, long stretch. See if your sternum bone can reach towards the sky. And then exhale, drop that down. Rounding in the back, allowing the shoulder blades to separate. And then we're gonna inhale, come up one more time here. And exhale, round, round, round. Good, so now take your two hands up, opposite hand to elbow. Let's sit up and then pull your arms across your body just a couple times. Inhale and exhale, let the arms move across. Let your head now move in opposition to your arms. So feeling a stretch through your back, through the outsides of the shoulders. Inhale as you move through the center. Exhale to create a little twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. So now bring your two arms with keeping your hands, if they want to stay connected, over your head. And then let's just let the rib cage move right and left. Good. And this can be really slow, almost rocking your body like your upper body was a little baby. Oh, inhale and exhale. So now stay upright for a moment, and with your arms overhead, just do a little check of your neck and shoulders. Chin can float down and up, chin over one shoulder, over the other. Good. And then let's exhale. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Push the arms up in the air. Allow the chest to open, kind of out into a Y shape. And then back through your center. Let's try that a couple more times. You'll inhale, push, open, release. And then exhale back through the center. Inhaling up, opening your chest, finding a nice wide Y with your arms back to the center. Let's reverse that action. So you'll open the chest as the arms float up. Creating a little back bend. Bring your hands back to the center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms opening, chest opening. And exhale down. Pause with your palms in front of your heart. Slide your fingers of one hand, I'm going with my right hand, down to the left heel of that palm, the just very edge of that palm. Now stretch your fingers back towards your forearm. Continue to let the shoulders release. Good. Now slide your thumb into the center of the heel of the hand. And get a long, good stretch there in your fingers. Bring the hands back together. Slide the opposite hand down. Press the fingers into the palm and reach them back. So just taking a moment to really stretch your wrist. Good. And now you'll bring the thumb to the center. And again, apply a little pressure without the shoulders creeping up. Excellent. Bring your fingers out in front of you and then just circle the wrists a few times. So check in. Did you have a long day? Did you type too many emails? Good. Circle the wrists in the opposite direction. Good. Let's exhale. Hands here to your hips, and then let's let your torso circle all the way around a few times. So let the ribs travel one way, and then you exhale, come up on that side. Good. Reverse, going the opposite direction. Let's go one more time. Good. And then we'll inhale, sweep, take your arms out and unfold the legs. So from here, press your feet down, reach your thumbs back, and get a big, long opening stretch. Good. And then as it feels comfortable, place your palms perhaps on the floor in front of your two thighs. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, rounding back. Try this a couple times. Inhale, reaching, lifting, opening your chest, feeling the front of your throat. And exhale, moving that back. Try that one more time. Inhale, forward. And exhaling back. Good. So now from here, let's press just one hand down and let the opposite arm lift and maybe reach back behind you. Good. Big stretch in your chest. And exhale, allow that arm to sweep right back down. Opposite arm lifts, big stretch in your chest. Good. Exhaling right back down. We'll inhale, take the two arms up and then slide the two legs out. Good, and then from here, bring your fingertips forward once again. Extend the sternum bone up and out. And exhale, move it back. Extend the sternum up and out. And exhale, move it back, rounding, letting the shoulder blades separate. One more time, inhale. Good, and then from here, let's just walk our hands around towards one leg. Press the hands, I'm sort of straddling the leg there with two hands. And drop the opposite sitting bone as you come and stretch towards this leg. Oh, a foot right here. Good, so that arm that's in front of the leg, let it lift and come all the way over. And I want you to imagine you're making space in that whole side body. Good, let that arm return where it was. And then walk your hands around to the opposite leg. Now we're going to straddle this leg with two hands. Doesn't matter where they come. Good. You can be much closer to your body if that feels better with your hands. Good. And then from there, we're going to exhale, reach, reach, reach. Opening your chest and really press back with the bottom arm. Good. Now leading with that top arm, we'll come and sit up. Twist towards the opposite leg. And back through your center. Twist towards this leg. And back into your center. Lengthen, bring your fingertips all the way back behind you, allowing the chest to open. Good. And now even roll your toes back. And then exhale, the palms pull together right in front of your sacrum. So you can get the heels of the hands, that base of the palm to connect. Lift your sternum bone. And from here, you're going to let the fingertips pull under your shoulders. And then let's slide your two legs forward. And squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, you'll reach and dive forward anywhere on your legs that's comfortable for you. Inhale, stretch, the sternum rises. And exhale, round down. Your head melts forward. Inhale, reach your sternum towards your toes. Reach your toes back towards your sternum. And exhale. One more time. Good. Inhaling up. Exhale, sitting tall once again. You can now slide your body. Just take your body off of your prop if you're on a prop. And we're going to come to rest on the floor. So I'm going to let the left side of me face the computer, if that's helpful for orientation. I'm going to come down slowly and begin by just bringing my hands to my kneecaps, letting the shoulder blades pull together behind my back. Now with your left hand on the knee, just lightly let the legs circle in the hip socket. Good, and then let it circle the other way. Try that now with the right leg. Let it circle in the hip socket. And then let it circle the other way. And from here, now go ahead, let the arms rest at your sides. Let one set of toes tap into the floor and then the opposite. So you're gonna just lightly let the legs move down and up. Feeling the rest of you stay really neutral, released. Good, just letting the hips relax. And then go ahead, pause with your right foot on the floor and just let it tap down and up from the floor, almost like you were jumping in slow motion just on your right leg. Pause, lifting the leg, let the left leg, same thing. Feel the toe ball heel, spring of the foot, toe ball heel, toe ball heel, down and up. Good, jumping in slow motion. And now we're gonna let your 2 feet do that together, down and up. This should feel like a little bit of work for your core, but not too much. Down and up, really stay connected to your feet. And then after this next round, go ahead, place both feet on the floor and open your arms into a T shape. And then let's just rock your hips lightly side to side. So your chest can stay open. And you can use deep exhales to push into your feet and stretch the hips. Good. And then let's just pause here for a moment. Let the arms move to your sides. And let's try this. Lift the arms just an inch above the floor and then create some nice little light circles. The more your palms face up, the more you sort of feel this work. Good. And then let the arms circle in the opposite direction. Good. Reach the arms out into a T shape. Same thing. Let the arms circle. Again, great way to just move lymph fluid. These light actions, but still kind of deep engagement in your muscles. Good. And then move your arms into a Y shape. And once again, just let the arms circle here. And then they'll circle the other way. And then if it feels nice, leave the arms up overhead. And once again, begin a little movement of your hips and knees side to side. So this might be a longer, deeper stretch into the abdominal wall, the up around the ribs. Good. We're going to try this again, but now I want you to walk your feet just a little bit wider than the mat. And then let one knee come in and maybe just hold here for a few breaths. So you should feel this stretch moving through the hip crease into the psoas. A couple big breaths. Let's go ahead, exhale. Let the legs change position. Same thing, the knee just melts. And this should stretch the hip. Excellent. The 2 knees come right back up. And then let's bring the legs over the chest for a moment. The right leg can now extend, send the heel to the sky, and then reverse that. So now the left leg extends and reach. I want you to feel your hip flexor, your quadricep. Good. As the leg comes up, the more you reach the heel to the sky, the more you'll feel Engagement in the back of the leg. Slow motion. Good. And then let's pause with the right leg lifted and then lightly circle the leg in the hip socket. Just gentle, small movement. Good. And taking that the other way. We'll bend the knee, switch the position of the two legs. Same thing, lift the leg just lightly. And then change the direction, creating another little circle. Wonderful. Bring your two legs up. And now soften the knees. Cross with the right leg over the left. And then circle from the hips now. So you're going to let the two femur bones move all the way around. This, to me, feels almost like a massage for my lumbar spine. So the weight of the legs applies a little pressure to that sacroiliac area. And then change the direction. Oh, that is a very nice sensation to me. All right, and then let's pause for a moment. Cross at your ankles. Take your hands to your ankles. And just rock the back a little bit here. This sensation might move up the back a hair. And once again, arms move out, legs extend, but the knees can stay soft. Change the cross of the ankles, and then move the legs all the way around. Good. Take those little circles really slow the other way. Good. So the slower you go, the more you'll get a kind of massage-like sensation. Good. And from here, we'll pause, cross-stretch your ankles. Your hands can now float to the ankles, and you can let the hips open just a hair. Knees can perhaps travel towards your shoulders. And just rock the back. Let's uncross the legs now. Place both feet on the floor, right and left. And then everybody take a moment, glide your shoulder blades together down the back, push into your feet, and slowly let your pelvis rise up. Take a few big breaths here. Good, and then when you feel ready, articulate all those vertebrae and let the pelvis return to the floor. We'll try that again. Inhale. And exhale, let the pelvis come up. Let's do that one more time. I really feel as the pelvis rises, the shoulder blades squeeze in. So your back is long and supported. Long inhales, long exhales. And then we'll exhale and slowly articulate all those vertebrae back down. Arms now out to the side. Let's bring your right ankle to your left thigh. And once again, just rock the hips. So if you want a deeper stretch here, let the knees, so let that top knee, your right knee, move out, kind of away from the body. And keeping your chest open. And then let's pause with your legs reaching to the left for a moment. Or maybe that foot comes all the way to the floor. And take your gaze to the right. And then we'll reverse that. Let the legs travel over to the right and take your gaze to the left. Then we'll inhale, bring the leg right back up, bring the two legs back up. Interlace the fingers around your left thigh. I'll let the knee move in, or so let your left knee move in and your right knee move out. Or really stretch your back and your hips. You can extend your left leg. And then we're going to exhale, release your two arms and let the legs reach out onto the floor and the hip can stretch. One last big breath here. And then let's just set your right foot on the floor with the knee bent. Good. And then we're going to take your left knee to your right thigh and begin this little rocking action once again. So again, just remembering the slower you can rock, the more you can really feel gravity stretch your hips. And then you can let the legs move to the right, take your gaze to the left. Pushing down with that foot, let your knees now come to the left and your gaze move to the right. Now inhale, bringing your two legs back up. Let's hug your hands around your right thigh. And let that right knee move a little closer to you as your left knee moves out, away from the body. And that'll get a big stretch in the left side, the glutes, the external rotators. And from here, let's let the right foot come down to the floor and let the left knee open to the side. And then from here, let's let the left foot come, rest on the floor. Your two knees are going to bend and open away from the torso. So you can squeeze your heels together. Really feel the hips open up. Let's inhale. Take your two arms up overhead, and now the outside knee, let it Roll towards the inside knee so that you're now on your side, facing the computer. And we'll inhale, or your whatever screen, your pantalla. And let this top arm begin a little circling through the shoulder socket. If it feels tight in your chest, go ahead and soften the elbow as you circle. And just knowing you're using the movement to create release. Good, let's go ahead. Take the arm the other way. So no need to strain. You're just using the movement to help you release your shoulder. Feeling the shoulder front, back, side. Good. And now from here with the arm up, just once again, circle your wrist a little bit, reaching to your fingers. Circle the other way. Let your top hand come down, and then let your top knee open and close just a few times. If it feels more comfortable to bring the knees forward, try that. It's working the external rotators in the hip. Good. Now you'll let the top knee come down, let the top foot come down and up. Good. Then we'll let the whole top leg move down and up by itself. Knee lifts and then it closes. Good. And then with your top leg, let's just bicycle the leg a little bit. So let it reach forward and back. Really slow, steady, even movement. Forward and back. Then we'll change the direction. Okay, then pause with the knee bent. Take your top hand to the ankle and then reach your knee all the way behind you. So big stretch in the hip. Longer breaths mean more blood flow, more oxygen in your stretches. So really give in to your breathing. And then let's exhale when you feel ready. Bring the knee up to your shoulder. And pull the sitting bone away. Good. Hooking the arm now around the leg. Let the leg come and stretch up. If it feels nice to leave the hand behind the thigh, you can even rub your hamstring a little bit. You can even take the hand to the heel. Point and flex your foot. Good, and then from here, let's just slowly allow your top leg to travel forward. Bottom leg can lengthen out and create a little twist. And then we're gonna pull our elbows, our knees in, come into a little fetal position for a moment, and then push down firm with your arm, lifting your sternum. And exhale, now moving your sternum, your head back, reaching, coming up. And now exhale, moving back. Last time. Good. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and bring your arms around. And we'll come and try that little sequence on this side. Good. So you're going to start with the knees bent and just create some movement here in your top arm. The arm can come forward, letting the elbow stay really soft. Can come back behind you. Remember, you're going to guide your range of motion. This doesn't need to be a big movement. And you can take it, let it travel the other way. Wonderful. And then you're going to bring that top hand. Oh, let's actually, once again, just circle the wrist, reach through the fingers, circle and reach the other way. Working out any tension in your tired hands. Let's exhale. Bring our palm down. And now let the top knee travel down and up, just feeling the external rotation in the hip. You can really push your bottom foot into, or your top foot into your bottom foot as you lift. Help you feel those external rotators. Good. Top knee comes down, top foot lifts, and you really feel a big stretch, hopefully in that inner part of the hip. Exhale down. Try this just a few times. Lengthening your exhales. Good, and now we're going to let the whole leg lift and lower a few times. You can gently press down with your bottom side as that leg comes up. And then from here, let's just lightly bicycle the leg. Good, and let that leg change direction. And then let's go ahead and pull your hand to your ankle and let the knee joint reach behind you. So the heel pulls up towards the sits bone, and this will really let you get a deep stretch in your knee. Feel the top shoulder blade tuck onto your spine, lets your chest open. Excellent. Now the knee is going to glide up towards your shoulder. And then this sitting bone, move it down towards your bottom foot. So you're creating some energetic opposition here between the knee and the hip, the pelvis. Oh, let your exhales help you release more deeply into gravity. So now your hand here can reach behind the thigh, and this leg can extend any amount that feels good. Rub the femur bone just a little if that feels nice. Perhaps slide the hand down the calf to the ankle. And allow the leg to relax here. You can point and flex your foot. And then as it feels nice, slide the bottom leg out. And take the top leg, slowly let it travel forward, then the top arm travels back. Use another exhale to guide your limbs back into a little ball. And then pushing down with your bottom hand, we'll come up. Inhale, let your sternum come up. Throat stretch. Exhale, move that weight back, let the head go. Try that again. Inhale. And exhale. And now this time, if you'd like, go ahead and lift your two knees, place them under your hips, and create a little cat-cow with your spine. Inhale, let the tailbone rise up, and exhale, round, let your back release totally. Inhale, good, letting the pelvis drop, and exhale. Good, so now let's just rock your pelvis a little bit forward and a little bit back. Good, with the pelvis reaching back, take it side to side. And then you can circle all the way around the other way. Let your hips move to the right and your head move to the left. Exhale and change. Exhale and change. Good. Exhale, change last time. And then just slowly let your sits bones move towards your heels. Open the knees and take a long stretch forward. And then from here, as you feel ready, let's just roll ourselves back towards the floor. Do you have any little extra things you need to do or want to do before we take a few breaths together? As you feel ready, let the legs lengthen out. Maybe even reach a little further from your mat so that gravity is letting the hips release. And now into the abdomen, you can take full, complete breaths. When you feel ready, just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Draw your knees a little closer to your body. Press your feet into the floor and let your hips rock side to side. Oh, one more time. You can roll. Take your weight to one side. Rest here for a moment. And then we'll push up with our arms and find seated. You can now bring the palms before the heart and close the eyes, bow the head. Your practice is a gift. Everyone, thank you. Enjoy your evening. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.